After workers for the grocery delivery service Instacart went on strike this week over lack of protective gear as the outbreak steepens, the company agreed to one demand. Each full-service shopper will be provided with a safety kit that includes a reusable face mask, hand sanitizer, and a thermometer.
New protective equipment was called, quote, a step in the right direction, but still a far cry from adequate by a labor activism group that led Monday's walk-off. We're joined now by Sharen Goen. She's one of the Instacart workers who's currently on strike and an organizer with Gig Workers Collective. Sharen, thank you so much for joining us. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure. Thank you.
Absolutely. Sharen, tell us a little bit about the terms of this deal, whether the workers that you know that work in this business are satisfied with these demands. What more do they need to see from management, and what led to this walk-off in the first place? Why was it that workers felt they had to walk off the job in order to get the protection that they needed?
Well, there's so many reasons, and no, we're not satisfied. We have been fighting with the powers that be at Instacart for literally years, and then with this unexpected event, of course, we're in danger out there. We're endangering our lives every day with the germs that we are going through a grocery store and shopping for people, touching the carts, touching the food, money, everything else. We're in danger there, and it's not right. And the PPE is a start, but it's not enough. As it is, we make $7 minimum per batch, and a batch could be 3 orders, and that's just not enough money. We're making less than minimum wage. It's not right. It's not fair, and something's got to change. And this is the most exposure we've had, and I think that people are finally fed up. We're hearing from customers, we're hearing from politicians, from media, like unbelievable, just that are finally hearing us and saying this is not right. Something's got to change.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you are literally on the front lines. The work that you do is absolutely essential and critical, especially to more vulnerable populations who may not be able to get out to the grocery store themselves. You're taking all these risks. Has your pay been increased at all to account for the fact that you are putting yourself and your life and health in danger to do this work?
No, they've been, they tossed a little like $3 incentive. For some people, it's a $3 to $4 incentive per order. For some, not for everybody, but that still doesn't take away that maybe that $3 is for a triple order where you're shopping for 3 people. We drive our own vehicles. You're shopping for 3 people for, say it's a $7 minimum. So it's $10. You're still shopping for 3 people at 3 different locations and 3 different orders. That's a lot of work. It's a lot of work for $10. Too much.
So it's a lot of work. You're putting yourself in danger. And yet, Sharen, as far as we know, business is better than ever for Instacart. Isn't that right? They're making more money than they ever have.
Oh, well, sure they are, because of the demand. I mean, it's if you go to their Facebook page, you'll see, I counted last night, 1 out of 25 posts that they had on their Facebook page, only 1 was positive. The rest were, they weren't getting their orders. They had to wait, 4 or 5 hours on the phone to talk with a customer service. So, it's not quality, but yeah, it's quantity, because people need the food. They need the service. But what good are you doing if it's not good service, and if it's not, people aren't getting their orders and they're not getting them correctly? You get what you pay for, and yeah, there's desperate people that will do this job for next to nothing. And that's a shame. That is an absolute shame.
Sharen, what would it take for you and other workers who are also protesting to feel like you were heard by the company and that your work is being respected and that your safety is being taken seriously?
Well, first of all, it would be nice if we were heard and they acknowledged that they heard us. Everything we do is through the media. They have yet to acknowledge us and sent us a message. Hey, we hear you. He acts like everything's, rainbows and unicorns through the media, like how much he appreciates us. We're household heroes. Well, you know what? He's never, ever said that to us. And he's never acknowledged that, that we are worth it. We are the face of his company. If there's no us, there's no him. And and that would be nice to be recognized.
Certainly.
I think what would make us happy would be to give us that $5 extra per order hazard pay, to to make a little bit more open the sick leave that they have given us for people that have been affected by the virus. It's not near enough. Nobody that I know has been able to utilize that yet, and they're making you jump through hoops in order to get that, and it's not right. Um, they want something that's signed in blood by a state agency, by the health department. And you know what? Sometimes people are too sick to be able to have to go that extra mile. It should be okay that that they do have a note from their doctor, not the health department and powers that be. So they need to loosen that up a little bit, and they need to give us a little extra money. That $5 per batch would be amazing per order, and then we'll feel much better about that. We're doing this for hundreds of thousands of shoppers.
Well, Sharen, thank you so much for joining us, highlighting these concerns for you and workers and others. And Crystal and I certainly hope that the company will give you what you deserve.
Yeah, and Sharen, thank you for your activism. I know it takes a lot of courage.
Thanks, you guys. I really appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Stay
Our
healthy.
pleasure.
Stay healthy.
We will.
Same to you.
Same to you.
And we'll have more Rising for you after this.